This year's Leading Women Defined conference invited a who's who in media and entertainment, including millennials you need to know.
It's inspiring. I have not been around this amount of women of color that are powerful, successful, that are, really out there like owning who they are and what they do.
We just wrapped this panel discussion with a panel full of millennials. How insightful was this for you, if at all?
No, it was totally insightful for me. I run the Apollo Theater, and so, I'm trying to figure out how do I reach that market, and I found it amazing because they totally speak a different language, and there's a different way that you have to approach them to engage them, and I thought that was extremely helpful.
We were talking about millennials, but specifically millennial women of color, which is a conversation that almost never happens anywhere. So that's the most exciting part of it, is just that we were having really insightful, really honest, really authentic conversations about a demographic that's more important than it's ever been before.
Talk about how millennials, if you will, are sort of taking over and changing the way that we look at business.
Absolutely. I mean, they have a huge influential voice. They are an audience that brands are certainly paying attention to. I think one of the unique things about them is you don't have to be a certain age to get things done and to develop business partnerships, to be an entrepreneur. It's ageless. And millennials show that as very young as they are, they can still make major moves.
And so many women and so many participants were in the audience listening to you ladies and talking about this idea of millennials influencing up. How many people are learning from you? You're sort of surprising them like, hey, I may be 20, but guess what? Let me teach you something.
I feel like older generations are like hungry to see like about what millennials are talking about. Now we have our own opinions, our own views in life, and we are creating our own future.